I know. Here's the deal with me, though. Listen to my new joke, Rudiger. Look at me. You gonna listen to my new joke? Okay, give me a break. Okay. I've been going to therapy for 2 years now, right? I've been going to therapy for 2 years, and she forgot my name last week. She called me Liam like 6 times during my session. My name is Justin. I know, man. I know. It sucks. But I have a way to like get her to remember my name, okay? Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna play a little word association with her. It's gonna go like this. My client was molested as an 8-year-old, right? My client was molested as an 8-year-old, but just in his asshole. My client is Justin. You gonna remember that? You gonna remember that? Just in his asshole! Come on! Come on, man! Come on! Look at this guy. That's a little bit of wordplay. You gotta give me credit for that. Give me credit for that, Rudiger. Give me credit for that, you son of a bitch! Give me credit for that! Come on, Rudiger! Say you give me credit for that, you dirty son of a bitch! Come on! Rudiger! I've been here for 2 years now, buddy! Give me credit! Come on! Please! Give me credit! Say you give me credit! Say you give me credit! What's he gonna say?
Step my ass bar!
That's good enough. That's good enough. Look at that. What a guy. What a guy. Where'd you get the hat at, you fucking... He's such the epitome of like weird bath salt gay sex thing. Oh my god, you're weird. Jesus Christ, you're such a weird dude.
And you are jealous.
I know. Yeah, I'm jealous of your weird hat and shit. Hey.
I'm done touching you.
No, you're not. You want to touch me. You want to touch me. I know. I have veins. They're not varicose veins, but they're power veins. They're power veins. Look, right here. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Look at that.
Yeah, nice tits, bitch.
You've never been with somebody like me, buddy. You couldn't get with somebody like me. You couldn't get with somebody like me, bro. No way. I'm way too good. You can't, yeah. I was supposed to get off like a few minutes ago, Rudiger. You've been distracting me too much.
Welcome!
Yeah.
You're welcome!
I apologize, Dreadly, for possibly going over time, but, you know, what can you do? Dreadly, everybody, come back to the stage.
Fucking gay!
Give it up for Justin Lee! Who was correct on one portion of it. Said he did say something very accurate.
Wow.
Rudiger, you are a dirty son of a bitch. So he hit me on the head on that. Okay, we're gonna keep the momentum going with this show. We got 63 more comics to come up, so we're gonna put 64. Yeah, it's our 64th right there. So we're gonna power through this comedy marathon. So coming up is comedy number 63. Put your hands together for Jason Schlesinger.
Alright guys, give it up for Dread Lee. He brought me up to keep the momentum going, more like a prolonged mental breakdown going. It's pretty good, guys. Give it up for Justin. Good times. He's doing his best. 2013's been pretty hard on him.
They're fucking clones, what the fuck?
That's like the best compliment I've ever had. This guy's like a fitness model. Like, thanks, Rudiger, for making me feel better about my body. Like, you're fucking up already, man. Alright, thanks. I think you are gay. It's like, is that an insult to you? It's like, oh, you're the same sexual orientation. I didn't realize gay was an insult. It's a lifestyle. There's nothing wrong to it. I don't know. Okay, sure. Thanks. My feelings are really hurt, dog. You've been gone for a few weeks. We're all hoping you were in Cam H heaven, bud. Fuck, this guy's mentally ill. Holy shit, nah. It's good to see you, man. I'm glad to see you back. I don't care what you're saying, though. Shut your fucking stupid face. Yeah, man, I'll try to do a couple of jokes here. Yes, I will try. You're talking very loudly. It makes it difficult to try and deliver jokes with setups and punchlines. It's true. All right, well, you're doing all of the joking. Okay, shut your stupid face. Okay, yeah. All right, so I'm afraid of dying because I don't want to become like Rudiger. But yeah, guys, I'm so afraid of dying at this point. You know, and I'm so afraid of dying that so you know when you go and watch a movie and it's a comedy. You're like, okay, you watch this, and then someone dies in it early on, or someone has cancer. You're like, wow, thanks for doing the exact opposite of what I wanted you to do to me. I'm trying to not think about dying for like 2 hours. Can't I just have that? Like, thanks so much for making me think about leukemia there, Patch Adams. Like, give me a break.
Please die quietly.
No, I'm gonna die very noisily and in your face, Rudiger, and much after you, number of decades later than you. Don't worry about that shit. We're just so afraid of fucking dying, guys. It's so scary, and it's the only thing we all have in common. We're all gonna die someday. Sorry to ruin your Friday night, but you're gonna die at some point. Luckily, much later than Rudiger, but it will happen at some point in the distant future. You know, it's just fucking terrifying, you know? I'm really afraid of dying. I'm so afraid of dying at this point. I'm afraid of celebrities dying. I'm afraid of, like, when is Arnold gonna die? Like, how am I gonna react to that, you know? I'm so afraid of dying, I'm afraid of celebrities dying. Imagine how afraid of my parents dying I am. I'm so afraid of my parents dying that I just want to kill myself so I don't have to experience their deaths. It's just, fuck yeah, that makes me gay. Or afraid of mortality really badly. Yeah, so it's really bad, guys. So afraid of dying at this point that it's just like, when I go to bed at night, I'm terrified of my internal monologue. I'm so afraid of my internal monologue that I need to keep like a TV on really loudly, and I have old movies on in the background. And it's not even enough. I keep a fan on also, just so there's like white noise, and I don't have to like think about mortality and cancer while I'm trying to fall asleep at night. You know? It's like when I go to bed at night, I always have like an old black and white movie on, like a Cary Grant like screwball comedy, because apparently I need the same thing to lull me into sleep as America did during World War II. Just kind of relax itself. I don't know, guys. Just so afraid of dying at this point. Like, I hate to bring the tone down a little bit, but it's like that. I just want to kind of like kill myself to prematurely. I'm going to, Rudiger. Give me like 15 minutes at least. Yeah, I'll throw myself in front of the subway. It should be fun. But the thing is, though, you know, like I'm 25 now. I'm past the point where my suicide's gonna mean anything to anyone. You know, if I was 15 years old, I could kill myself. There'd be like a big national outreach. I'd be maybe on the front page of the newspaper or something like that. You know, people are like, oh, watch out. At least if I was 20 years old, people would be like making a quilt for me or some shit. At 25 years old, I'm past the point of anyone giving a fuck if I kill myself, you know? I'm just at the point where if I kill myself, the biggest reaction I can get from the public is they stop the subway for 45 minutes or so to clean up. You know? I get that point, and it's like, I'm 25 now, there's like a 5 or 7 year window where I can kill myself, and people will, shut your stupid mouth, you goddamn idiot. Your cap is so ugly. He's like the gay Terminator who's not good at comedy or heckling, but very good at dying. Yeah, you're not good at me. You're right, Rudiger. Your heckles don't even make any sense. Trying to do. Thank you. Well, that's the first applause or recognition I've received during this short and sad cry for help. But, yeah, you know, so just at the point where it's like there's like another 5 or 7 years where I can really try and like just kill myself, and people will remember me positively and pretend that I had some form of potential. They'll be like, oh, well, he was going to be good at comedy. He was quite funny. Well, whatever my parents decide to say about me in the obituary, it's more of an opinion piece than a fact piece. You know? Whatever. I'm just afraid because medical science is only getting better and better. You know, the longer I live, and I don't want to kill myself while my parents are alive, so I'm going to wait till they die. You know, they die in their 90s. I'm like 65 years old, like slightly younger than Rudiger is now. And like, you know, I kill myself. The only nice thing people are going to be saying about me is like, well, he was a pretty good barista. He did his best. Just, I don't know, guys. I get so depressed sometimes. You know, it's like, you talk about suicide with friends. I remember I talked about suicide with one of my friends, and he's like, you can't kill yourself, man. That's like walking out of a movie before you ever get to see the end of it. I was like, man, it's not like walking out of a movie before you get to see the end of it. It's like fast forwarding to the end of a really bad movie that you don't care to watch to the end of. Yeah, whatever. It's yo, how's it going, man? It's Happy New Year's. It's good to see you again. He's just so fuck. What are you drinking there, Rudiger? There's like a big bag, like bottle filled with roofies. Just like the only person willing to roofie Rudiger is Rudiger. Because like that's the only person who wants him to get laid tonight. Holy fuck! I can't believe you do love the cock, Rudiger. You gotta give him credit for that, though. You know, like he doesn't have a lot going from appearance or personality, but he does love the cock. It's like an undying love that just won't cease. Just cock. Like making fun of amateur comedians. Oh, I'm so glad they turned off the Just for Laughs. It was on the TV before while we're here waiting. I'm like, wow, so there's like people getting paid to do this. I'm just being like heckled by Rudiger for water bottles at this point. Here's a free water bottle. Like this old homosexual man trying to live out the village people just heckle you, yell at you. He's got like a cast on his penis right now. There's like a splint on it.
No cat.
Oh my God, that guy's so. I didn't look at your dick when you showed it to Justin so openly. It's like, Justin, I don't want to even talk to you about that incident. All right, I don't know how much better this can get, guys. Give it up for Rudiger. Give it up for Justin. Give it up for Dreadly, your host. Happy 2013, guys. Done my best. Jason's resident.
I'm sorry I missed you, Henry.
Keep it going for Jason Schlesinger. Justin, did Rudiger really show you his dick?
He showed his penis. I've seen Rudiger's dick.
Give it up for 2 more years of therapy for Justin. All right, everybody. We're going to have a fundraiser to raise money.
High five.
No one on the right second.
First one to see Rudiger's dick is
No one on the right second.
Okay, all right. Let's take control. I was just looking
No
at you.
way.
Where do you get your weed from?
Gay here. Gay.
You get it here? I gotta start smoking whatever the fuck he's smoking.
Get the expensive stuff.
Cause that's some powerful shit.
Get the expensive stuff. It's really worth it.
Okay, the show is taking a wrong turn. Let me bring it
Like
back.
my
Let's
car.
get some focus. That's not even a turn from what I heard. That's a bend. Okay? Put the splint back. You should put the splint on your fucking mouth,
There is
man.
no splint.
Oh, there's a splint. You got a splint
Put the
dick.
splint
Don't
on
be
your
ashamed.
fucking
Don't be
ass.
ashamed.
He's got a weird purplish dick. I just saw it.
No.
It's like dying seafood.
I think that's just from the infection. That's from the infection.
Gay.
All right, can we get a referee in here? Anybody have a whistle? Okay, shut the fuck up while the host is on stage. Thank you very much.
Bigger than yours.
All right. Thank you for that. All right, back to the spotlight and the guy with the microphone and this raving maniac in front of me. We're going to continue the show and bring up the third guest of this strangely started night. Make some noise for Hannah Hogan.
Hi, Hannah.
Hi, Rudiger. Nice to see you again. Nice to see you again.
Nice tits.
Hey, guys. Thanks. Aw, Rudiger's so mean to the guys, but hey, nice tits.
No, it's being sarcastic.
You know what? Actually, I have breast cancer, so.
Then you got no tits.
Yeah, okay, well, that joke didn't work, didn't it? All right, guys. All right.
The family twist.
Okay. So I grew up without a mom, and I had to get the sex talk from my dad, and he said, Hannah, I don't care what you do as long as you're safe. And then he gave me one condom, and I was like, what, are the 3 guys supposed to share? So I do a lot of stand-up comedy, so I get to hear the male perspective a lot, and I heard this, I'm going to talk about whores, actually. I heard this one male stand-up say, Ladies, I don't care what you do. You can do whatever the fuck you want to do. Just don't be a whore. I mean, I'll fuck you if you're a whore, but I won't marry you because I don't want the mother of my children to be a slut. How considerate, right? For the sake of the children, he won't marry a slut. That doesn't make sense because my mother was born and raised on a farm, married my father, her high school sweetheart, never swore, never drank, and she born me. 27, I've had sex with 15 guys. Stopped counting 3 years ago. You know? And if I meet the right guy, I might let him shit on my face. What I'm trying to say is that kids rebel against what their parents are. So if your mother's conservative, your daughter's going to be a little bit more rebellious like me. So, gentlemen, if you want your kids to grow up more